Hello, ladies.
Hi, Auntie.
Hello.
Welcome to episode 13 of Auntie Listen. Guess what, guys?
What?
It's our 1 year anniversary.
Woohoo!
We made it to 1 year. It went by so fast.
Yeah, it did.
So, yeah. Okay, we're going to start with our quote. However difficult life may seem, there is always something you can do and succeed at. And that is by Stephen Hawking. How do you feel about the quote?
I agree with that because everybody has different gifts
Yeah.
and that we can contribute to society and to ourselves personally.
Yes. Yeah. And what is that adage? If at first you don't succeed, try again.
Right.
Yeah. So we're going to turn it over to Auntie Marva for announcements.
Hi, guys. So, the announcements are we would like for you all to make sure you follow our affiliate links. We have Amazon, Bed Bath& and Beyond, Target, Walgreens, Walmart, The Great Discovery. You can find those links in the description section of our page. You can sign up for free or paid classes and you can upload a course. This is for the Great Discovery link. You can sign up for free classes, free or paid classes, and if you are teaching a course, you can add your upload your course to the catalog. Um, Please do not forget to like, follow, and share all of our channels. You can follow us on YouTube. You can follow us on Instagram, at Auntie Listen, Twitter, or the X app, uh, TikTok, and follow the Patreon. Please, please, please follow the Patreon. Early access gives you, for $5, you can get early access to all of our uploads. Please, 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 please follow us. Again, that's on Patreon to get early access to all of our uploads of each episode. And that is all. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Auntie Marva.
You're welcome.
So we're not doing celebrations anymore because we did that all over a year. So now we're going to do something different called On This Day. And so since this recording is coming out on May 18th, I did it for that day. So in 1860, Abraham Lincoln became the Republican candidate for the US presidency. In 1899, the first of the series of international conferences that produced the Hague Convention began at The Hague in the Netherlands. In 1940, Brussels fell to the invading German army in World War II. In 1953, American aviator Jacqueline Cochran became the first woman to break the sound barrier. In 1974, India detonated a nuclear weapon in the Raj Rajasthan desert. 1980, Mount St. Helens erupted. 2001, Shrek became the first animated movie to win an Academy Award for Best Animated Feature Film. In 2004, American baseball player Randy Johnson became the oldest pitcher. And in 2012, Facebook held its initial public offering, raising $16 billion. Whew, that was a lot.
Yeah.
So,
I
of
feel like
those,
I need to go public. Maybe I can
right?
raise me a bill.
We just watched. We just watched Shrek today.
You just did you?
Yeah. I like Shrek.
Yeah, Shrek is good. Shrek is good. Yeah, I was like, give it up to Jacqueline Cochran for being the first woman to break the sound barrier. Go ahead, women power. So we're all about supporting women. Well, all about supporting everybody, but you know, we have to stick together.
Yeah.
So, Auntie Janisha picked our topic for this month, and it is prepping for emergencies. So, I wanted to ask before I get into our notes, how prepared are you guys? Because I know I'm not. Who wants to go first?
Probably Janisha, because
Okay, Auntie Tanisha, it's her topic.
Okay, to be totally honest, so um, I started prepping. Well, we've been prepping all of our life simply because we are from South Florida. So one way or the other, our adults are around us or whatever. But pointedly for myself, especially since I came out truck drive. Well, I started trucking in like 2016. So um, around then, and then I flowed into kind of tiny homes. So that was more prepping just because you have limited space. So it was all the necessary stuff, again, with hurricanes in mind. And then just being out here on the road. So all of that just keeps me kind of in the mind frame because I learned what a tornado was, which is very scary. Um, Everything just got, it was weird. It was just weird. I prefer a hurricane. I'll just say that much. But like I moved back to my city, our city, about well, just about 3 years ago. And I started prepping the house real heavy. And I made the mistake, which we'll probably get into, but made the mistake of not really rotating things because you can't
Oh,
just set it and forget it. It is an ongoing thing because you have to make sure batteries are still working, da da da. But we'll get into all of those things. So as far as being ready, I'm pretty sure I could go for a few months actually. Even on this truck, I think I can survive. If I had to be stuck somewhere, I could survive on this truck maybe for a good month. I'm thinking like
okay.
so
All
that
right.
that's where I am.
That's where you're at. Auntie Michelle,
Yeah.
how prepared are you?
Hello. Well,
Hi.
hi. I got enough stuff on here on my truck because I'm always on my truck. I be on my truck. So I'm always stocked up with enough stuff. Probably survive it for good 2 weeks or so. So I know I got to get more stuff, but I don't like toting a lot. And I just switched over my company. So I don't like toting a lot. But I can survive it out here. But I know where all the warehouses is too. So that's have always been my plan.
Oh, okay, you just gonna hang out at the warehouses.
Pretty much.
Oh, okay. Don't forget your auntie. Come grab your auntie.
If I'm in Washington, I know where some good ones is around you. Actually. So yeah, let's do the thing.
All right.
All
Auntie
right.
Mar yeah, Auntie Marva.
I am mostly prepared with like um I'm mostly prepared with the medicines and things of that nature. So like a lot of natural stuff. Kind of started that a while back. I have a lot of ointments and herbs and remedies and recipes and things of that nature. But that's pretty so as far as like survival when it comes to us keeping and staying well. I have that. But when it comes to everything else, as far as like food in the house, like water and things of that nature, I've shopped in surplus anyway, but it's not enough to get me through like a long way. Now I do have a couple of links where and me and I shared this with John a while ago, and she was suggesting some other ones that I look into. It's some like the RE the ready to eat RTE meals that I'm gonna order. I'm just waiting on some things to get back, as well as I do have some grab and goes. What they call them? What's the go bag? Oh, go bag. I do have
Mm,
a go bag, but I need to go back through my go bag because it's been sitting for a while. So I need to go through it and look through it again. Did those go back a while back, John? I haven't touched it since.
okay. Yeah, you do have to rotate your go bag. Yeah.
I need to go through it and clear it out and connect it and clear it and make sure everything is good in it. But outside of that, that's pretty much the preparedness that I have. But I am happy is the fact that we did start researching and looking into like the herbal stuff again. I'm glad
Yeah.
we did because that stuff matters, and I get a lot of people hitting me up asking me information and things, because we just don't know when and where. And
Yeah,
we see our videos. We know something is getting ready to happen. We see it. We see it happening. We see the signs. So this is a very appropriate conversation that we probably need to keep having.
you're right. Yeah, I was prepared, but then when I became disabled, I had to go through my emergency supply. So I have to rebuild it. And researching for this topic, I found some really cool websites and a YouTube channel. The main site that I went to was FEMA. FEMA has a really good site, and they also have a get ready for disasters build kit, and they suggest that you have 1 gallon of water per person for several days for drinking and sanitation, food, at least several days' supply of non perishable food, a battery powered or hand crank radio, a flashlight, a first aid kit, extra batteries, a whistle, a dust mask, plastic sheeting and duct tape, moist towelettes, garbage bags, and plastic ties, a wrench or pliers, manual can opener, local maps, a cell phone with chargers and a backup battery. And this one wasn't on FEMA's website. I'm adding this is your paperwork. And then they have suggestions of what to put in your first aid kit. And I've been watching a lot of those van lifer videos on YouTube, and they have like the camping stoves, they have those portable solar panels that comes with the generator that you can use to charge your mobiles, and you can plug like radios or other stuff into anything else you guys can think of. Have you guys been watching any of
There,
those?
yeah, there's a whole lot of stuff, but those first things that you said, if you will go over that list again, I'm pretty sure you will at some point. But those are just the basics. Those
Yes.
are those are the basics. You want to make sure you have those. Um,
Yes.
and my grandsons and I went on a camping trip this past weekend, last weekend,
Mm-hmm.
and pretty much what you would if you know anything about camping, it's pretty much kind of the same stuff for the
Yes.
most part. And with that being said, it's the skills, because if you don't know how to use the stuff that you buy, like I have a life straw, and if you don't know what a life straw is, that's if you come upon some water and you're not sure if it's safe, or you're pretty sure it's safe, but it's still just out in the open. A life straw is one of those little devices, and they're pretty cheap but very efficient. Small, put it in your pack, keep it in your go bag, even put some in your kids' go bags. Teach them how to use them, which is my point. I don't know how to use my life straw, y'all. As long as I've been doing this, some of my stuff, I don't know how to use it. And that really defeats the purpose, because when should a crisis happen, you don't want to be trying to learn the stuff in the moment.
Right.
So yeah, it might take a little bit to purchase them and use certain things, and then have to purchase them again. But you'd rather know how to use stuff before you need the stuff.
Yes.
And a life straw is a really good thing to purify your waters. What it is? It's a water portable water filter, and
Yes.
they actually do work.
Oh, okay. So you have to make sure that you make a plan with your family and do your emergency drills. Make sure you have a plan for shelter, evacuation, where the family's going to meet up at, and update your emergency preparedness. And then I found 8 ways to cook without electricity, and this is on the Ready Wise website. You can use a solar cooker, a rocket stove, an open fire, a folding steel stove, a Kelly kettle, a portable butane stove, a volcano stove, or even your car engine. And to have electricity, you have the foldable solar panels and the portable generators. And then there's this really cool website. Her name is Brecky. It's called Sustainable Prepping, and she will help you get your food storage together in a weekend, and she'll help you put together an emergency checklist. And she'll check out her website. I mean, her YouTube page. It's really cool. I really enjoyed it. But I have most of the stuff on the um, get ready for disaster list. There are some things that I still need to get.
I found a really
But,
cool site too that I hadn't run across because I get a lot of my information from YouTubers, people like me, right? Um,
mm-hmm,
and I just watch so many, and then I compare them with my list and what I think I know and stuff like that. And that's how I came up with um, my particular cache of stuff. But ready.gov is just the word ready.gov. It's an official site, and they even have ready.gov forward slash kids. And sometimes we as adults, we won't get on these things, but I found if you give the task to children, oh, they're going to annoy you so much and
right,
have you right. Because and they love putting stuff together like this, and they love trying to educate the adults around them if you give them the opportunity. So if you're really finding yourself to be kind of slothful on doing this, get them on the site, and it is a learning opportunity. And let your child assist you with learning, and they'll be better for it. Everybody, the whole family will be the better for it. Something I like personally is maps. I like geography. I've always liked geography, and but please get a map of your area. You might not think that you need one, but most of us travel the same route home, which is not always the safest anyway on any given day because you never know who's lurking, whatever, whatever.
right,
But you should be taking different routes home for a number of reasons. But that aside, get yourself a map of your local area. What I learned in 2004, we had two hurricanes to come through, and it seems like it happens in our area. When we get one, we'll get another one the following week or so. And we rarely get hurricanes in our section of Florida, although we are in Hurricane Alley, right?
right,
They kind of boomerang around us, but when we get them, it's generally been in twos, which is so weird. But at the time in 2004, when we had our hurricanes, Gene and Francis, some of the streets were, we could not access them. And I ended up going down streets that I had never even seen before in my small city, which was so weird to me because I thought I knew my city. But yeah, you find that you don't know stuff when something happens. It will teach you exactly what you do know and don't know, how skilled you are and are not, which is another thing. I've been since we decide to do this show, I've really been thinking about my health. You really don't want health to be a factor. So as much as you can handle on today, you want to handle that today. So I've been doing better by my body. And it's something about me. I imagine that like if there's a collapse or something like that, I don't want to be my fluffy self stuck in some under some rubble, right? I want to be
right,
able to shimmy out of there. So I mean, just different things. My mind is always what if, what if, what if. That's just how I made up. So that's probably why prepping is easier for me. Some people don't, but it's just something that we all need to consider.
right.
I'll say that. But
So
please get yourself some maps for your area.
yes, definitely. Me, I always take back roads. Yeah, I'm gonna find my way in and out somewhere. My friends call me the back roads queen because I'll learn a back road in a minute. So, when I was preparing for when I was researching this, I kept thinking about the the doomsday preppers, and how they have their underground shelters, and and back in the day, people used to be like, oh, they're crazy and they're this and that. But I see their logic. you know, I can understand that. I mean, to some people, it seems to the extreme, but in the case of a disaster, you really have to think extreme because you don't know how long something is going to last. So what do you guys think about the preppers, the
Right.
doomsday preppers?
It's funny how they show on all the movies. This one weird person, you think it's so weird, and they're always on point. I always think about that part.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just babbling out of their head, and people just walk by laughing. But I always consider you. By this point, we already know that they have a significant part to play in those movies. But
Yes.
whether we translate that to real life, I don't know.
Yeah.
Marva, Michelle, what y'all gotta say?
Yeah.
Y'all lived through a lot of the
I
stuff
mean,
I've lived through.
I mean, Phyllis kind of trained us to be what are they, conspiracy theorists.
Yeah,
So I can't help but to just understand that it's some truth to them. It's some truth to all of that. And why are they thinking like that? What even prompted them to think like that? What prompted them to think like that? What prompted them to why do they brain operate like that? And then why do a lot of the stuff that they be saying make sense?
Mm-hmm. Auntie Michelle.
Yeah, like I've been kind of being a friend. We've been looking at movies and how realistic or shows how realistic. Like somebody got to be thinking this stuff, or somebody got to know something you don't know. Me and my friend was just talking about that. But yeah, being raised up in South Florida or just out on the roads, the highways now, you kind of like learn in and out and just talking to other truckers, like some of the older truckers out here, I learn a lot and things to put in my truck. The fact that I'm always more in my truck than at home. So they will teach you like different things to always keep in and prepare for, and that's what made me say the warehouse one guy told me that. I was like, all the truth in that. He was like, so how you gonna tote all this stuff out your truck? I was like, right. He was like, but you know where all the warehouses is, don't you? I said, yep, I sure do. I kind of do, not all of them, but I know which one, which direction I'd be heading. So really knowing your maps. I'm glad I have the experience of learning the map out here. No, learning how, and I use my map often. My Allen, my trucking map. I use it often because I try to learn the roads, and they are changing up the roads tremendously out here. So you kind of want to know where you're going at and what's going on around you and the different environments we're in. And yeah, because I remember I went through a hurricane in Georgia. That was year before last. Going through Georgia, coming into Florida, and that was like really weird because they really don't get them a lot here. But that particular year, I the company I was with, and I had just like came up through it, coming up on 75. So yeah, I keep a lot of things in here just to make sure I can get out of this truck and get somewhere safe. Very light.
Yeah. It made me think about that movie that Auntie Janisha told me to watch on Netflix. What was the name of that movie, Auntie Janisha? It has Julia Roberts in it, and they were in that town. What's the name of that movie?
Julia
The world
Roberts.
left behind.
Oh, yeah,
Yes,
leave the world
that
behind.
one.
Yeah.
Yes, Leave the World Behind.
Leave
If
the world
you
behind.
guys, yeah, if you guys haven't seen it, go check it out because yeah, it'll make you want to prep really quick. Speaking of movies, so I watch movies when I'm playing The Sims. And so I was watching The Terminator. Do you guys realize that The Terminator is in 2029 and we are in 2024? Will we survive a
Was
Terminator
that the
attack?
was that the first one set in
They all,
2029?
yeah. He
Because
came
I know
back
they
from,
went back and forth. Okay.
yeah, yeah, he came back from 2029.
Came back from. That's
August.
wild.
Yeah, August. August 2029. So, yeah. So, with all the AI talk, with AI coming in as strong as it is, do you think we're going to have like a Terminator, iRobot, or Bicentennial Man situation?
I don't know.
They
The,
they already making them though. Y'all watch TikTok? Y'all be seeing
Yeah.
what the Russians be advertising their humanoids, and then the Asians too. Like they have them on there, and the things be talking, and they'll ask it questions. Like it's really just like this from like here up, but it looks like normal people. It looks like people, and they're on TikTok. And because I watch them, I'm infatuated by them because I just be looking like, dang, that look like a real human. And then there's a couple of, they always have those videos where they have some of the elites will test some of them out. They'll go out in public with them, and you can
Mm-hmm.
see where they'll start glitching, and they be like,
Mm-hmm.
it's- yeah,
Yeah.
they already here. They're
I
here.
know, but I'm saying so 2029 is pretty close. That's when it all, well, I think it all took place in 1997, but we're past 1997. So we missed that. We were saved from that
I
part.
think they have already tested it out not too long ago. Remember when over in it was in New York and Miami and people was like, oh, it was fake and it was people and actually animals. And I think I believe it was because when you really think of it, again, me and a friend was just talking about this. How long drones was around, like different
Mm,
things that they're putting out around us now. This stuff been out years. Drones is not nothing new. They're just not new, and a lot of the AI. When you go back and start looking at, like, I love older movies. I'd be like, dang, they certain things, certain computer like type things are shown in movies, different movies I be watching, and I be like, well, I thought they just came out in the 90s or just came out in 2000, but it wasn't. It was before now. But I do
mm,
remember when they had those people walk around, and it was like those was AIs and the deers and all that right there. Everybody was like, a lot of people was like saying it was fake, but I don't believe that. I think it was getting tested amongst
mhm.
us, see how we react to it.
Yeah.
the movie that
Yep.
scared me, that'll always stick with me from my childhood, was War Games. And it wasn't a robot so much as it was a computer that decided that humans don't really know what they're doing, and let's just do this, right?
Yep.
If I'm remembering correctly. Um, some of y'all might remember that quote, would you like to play a game, is what the thing
Yep.
said. And that just freaked me out as a kid. It was about nuclear disaster. But my co-driver on my truck, he suggested that I watch X10. It's a series, and it's really good. If you're into AI or into sci-fi, I think it has to do with that as well as alien situation in it. And we're looking at all that stuff because now we have the government even saying or allowing more information to be out that there is, or possibly most likely, something else amongst us here, which some people already felt, right?
Of- Yeah,
But we have a
we're
lot of things that we are facing right now. And yes, all the possibility, we don't know which way this thing can go simply because we have, or there are people, scientists and such, that are working with it. They're trying to enhance things, they're trying to bring things on out or create them in the first place. So that movie was or series that I suggest people watch. It's really good. Halle Berry is from like 2014, 15, and it's called X10, EXTANT. And then the other one that kind of had me sympathetic, to be quite honest, to AI is The Creator, starring Denzel Washington's son. And I'm sorry, but that's his name to me. I forget his name. David Washington. I forget. I'm sorry, but it is starring Denzel Washington's son, and the name of it is The Creator, and that it's a more recent movie. But it just reminded me And I'm not telling the movie when I say this because this is something that we know, but we forget. If you fall into fear, then you forget this and may never remember it again. But if the Terminator thing that Auntie you're saying, it's all human design,
Yeah.
which equals human error.
Yeah.
Because I think some of the stuff they're moving too fast on and trying to make computer artificial intelligence to be too human.
Yes.
It's just weird to me that people would play with us like that or play with themselves even because they don't have anywhere to go either.
Right.
We're all
Exactly.
here
Yeah.
together. So
Exactly.
yeah, I see any of this stuff happening.
So speaking of movies, what is your favorite disaster movie?
Twister and them
Um,
cows.
What'd you say, Auntie Marva?
Twister and them cows.
Oh, Twister. uh,
did you see they have a new one coming out? Twister, it looks good too.
Yeah,
no, I didn't.
I saw the preview. I saw the extended preview when I went to that CinemaCon conference
What do you
in
think
Las
of it?
Vegas. It's interesting. It's almost like a remake, but it's like there. It was good. It was good, but I'm not super duper excited about it. I feel like you can never top the first one.
Mm.
Yeah, I think the same. I like
Yeah.
a lot of disaster stuff,
Yeah, but
and I'm
which
not
one
doom
you?
and gloom, but I do.
Yeah,
That's what I'm sitting here trying to think of.
Auntie
Are
Mich-
we also? Go ahead. Well, I think. Go ahead.
Okay, Auntie Michelle, while she's thinking, what's your favorite disaster movie? Did we lose? Okay, I think we just lost Auntie Michelle. So mine is 2012 and The Day After Tomorrow.
Yeah, I would say those two. But I'm also thinking about because I was just about to ask, are we including the infectious ones too? Like when
Yeah,
something
yeah, you get it.
happens?
Yeah. Oh yeah, those. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and Dante's Peak. That's
And
my
I
other
like
one.
that was a disaster movie?
Yeah, because it's when the mountain blew up in Oregon.
Oh, I didn't know that. I've never seen that. I don't know
Y-
what that's about. Okay.
You haven't seen
So I gotta add
Dante's
that to my list.
Peak?
Me either.
No, it came
Oh,
out
you
when I
guys.
was younger. So I
Oh, yeah, you gotta watch
don't know.
Dante's Peak.
Teenagers saving the day, all that. I'm a
It
teen
has
baby. We had a lot of things.
okay, Auntie Janisha, you're breaking up. So can you repeat what you just said?
No, I was just saying that most of the movies that I would name from back then start children or teenagers and stuff like that that saved the day.
Oh, like
And I
Red
think maybe
Dawn.
that's why, yeah, I think maybe that's why Dante's Peak maybe got past me. I'm not sure.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Red Dawn. Red Dawn's a good one too.
Yep, it
But
is.
I don't really consider it I guess it could be I don't know, I consider that well, I guess it's dealing with the war, so I guess that's that when I think of disasters, I think of like hurricane, tornadoes, volcanoes, those. But I guess war can be as well.
If you think about it, the one that you just said that I suggested to you, Leave the World Behind,
Yeah.
that had elements of Red Dawn in it. Elements. You never
Yes.
quite knew what was happening. They didn't really explain. Matter of fact, they purposely made it confusing.
Yeah. They yeah. And it just ended with that girl watching. Well, I'm not going to say the
Right.
movie.
Don't tell people.
I don't want to
Let
give any
them be.
spoiler alerts. So yeah. Okay, so in the event that that the world was coming to an end, would you rather it be an alien invasion or a
What?
robot takeover?
What? Why are those the only two choices? Can just God come back as was promised? We've been prepping for
No.
hell and or one way or the other, or not at all. Hell and brimstone sounds much better than those other two. I don't know. I don't even know, Auntie. That's hard
I mean, they're both pretty.
because they don't seem to have an ending. At least the hell and brimstone, you just you're there, and this is what it is. I don't even know. Maybe I sound crazy right now, but I don't look. I don't even know. And then again, like they just made us scared of, like okay, all right. I know I'm gonna sound like a kook on this particular one, but I think that we have had other beings other than ourselves, walking amongst us forever. I've never thought that we were here by ourselves. So that's just where I am with that. And with that
Right.
being said, is it just fear that they're pushing out there? Should we really be afraid of the them that's pushing the narrative that this is what that is going to happen, or these are who to be afraid of? Because they do it with us human beings as well. We should be afraid of
Right.
this group of people, right? So
Right.
I don't know.
See, I think there's good and bad in everything.
True.
There are good aliens and there are bad aliens. There are good robots and there are bad robots. Bicentennial Man was a good robot. He just wanted to be he evolved so much that he wanted to become human. So he wasn't bad. He just wanted to be something more than what he was. Welcome back, Auntie Michelle.
Hi, Auntie.
Yeah, we lost you there for a moment.
Yeah, it kicked me backstage. I don't know what that was about.
Oh, because yeah, I was waiting for you to connect. It kept telling me that your device wasn't connecting. So that's
I don't know. It was just next minute I was backstage. Like, you gotta wait for the host. I'm like, what?
yeah, I was
Maybe
waiting.
it's my AI kicked me backstage.
Nope, I
The
was waiting.
aliens.
Yeah, I was waiting for your device to connect.
I
So,
heard everything what was going on though. Yeah.
oh, okay. So, which would you rather? Would you rather an alien invasion or a robot takeover?
Aliens, of course.
You want the alien invasion? Okay.
Yes.
What about you, Auntie Marva?
You said alien invasion or what?
Or robot takeover? Do you want do you want
Well,
aliens or do you want Terminator?
the Terminator can be terminated as long as I know coding.
That's true.
The aliens,
She's thinking about the alien.
because I'm thinking, can't you? I don't know. Maybe the alien can be killed because it has flesh, or even wounded or something because it has flesh.
Right. Well, I mean, think about ID4. The alien, they were able to kill the aliens. Well, they had to go up to the spaceship and blow it up.
I don't know. I'm kind of
Hey,
Yeah, the mothership.
as long as we have yes, as long as we have Jeff Goldblum and Will Smith will be safe.
and he's so
Definitely
cool,
need
by the
him.
way. I,
And the
I just
old
met
Bruce
him.
Willis.
I just met Jeff Goldblum. He is so cool, by the way, and weird and quirky, and he was everything that I thought he would be. And yes, so yes, we need
That's
him.
yes, and that's why I love him because he's weird, he's quirky, he's
Yeah,
one of
he
us.
seems
He's
just like he would be that. Yep, one of my
yeah.
favorites.
So, but yeah, that's all I have for that topic. So, we can move into journey of self love, and
I want to
this
say something
one.
else, Auntie, about
Oh,
that.
oh, go ahead.
Because one element that I thought of when I was home, um, my
Yeah.
mom and I went to the movies to see the new Godzilla versus, well, King Kong versus Godzilla movie.
Oh, yeah.
And I haven't really followed that whole thing. I like them when I see them, but I don't really follow them. So all of these Mothra and all of these ones that Godzilla has fought and all that. So they're called the Titans. Probably everybody on the planet knows this but me. But I was sitting there because I knew this topic was coming up with us. That's just a whole nother dynamic because they are consistently, or here and there, finding creatures that we've not seen on this planet before, right? At least the bones
Right.
of them. And we don't know what's under the ocean. And at the rate that they explore and again manipulate, we don't know what will be on Earth. And yeah, if there's one, there's probably two different ones. And there you go, Godzilla and King Kong, right?
Right.
So I was thinking of that as a disaster thing too, because these humans in the movie, they all over the world, they have learned to live with these continuously tearing up their cities and all this stuff. So that's just a whole nother far-fetched, but yes, thing that made me think about prepping. I just want to throw that in there. Like living
So,
among titans like that.
do you think in the event of an alien takeover, Godzilla will come and save us?
at the rate
They
that
haven't really.
y'all
Okay,
on
you're
the
breaking
phone
up. You're breaking up. Say that
save
again.
us.
Yeah, because Godzilla is on our
I was just
side.
saying at the rate that that's what the movie says, but I'm saying Godzilla is a part of nature that tries to stay hidden away from us. That's why we haven't seen it, my opinion. Like the Loch Ness, and I'm just kind of kidding here. Certain parts of nature, I would imagine, don't want nothing to do with us. Just like certain indigenous people don't want us near them
Right.
because humans have been destructive to the planet. And as far as trying to save us, that's the only part of your question that I would question. Try to save self, maybe, but and we might get saved in the event, but really try to save us, I don't think they will be trying to do that at all. Or they might let them have their way with us just to get rid of us, They might
Right.
become allies. I don't know. I hate to sound like that, but I mean, we are doing a disservice to the planet in a lot of ways. We help in a lot
Yes,
of
we
ways,
are.
but we do hurt in a lot of ways.
Yes, we are. And at some point, the planet is going to fight back.
Yeah, hence the storms that we're talking about. We don't know if that's not why these things are happening,
Yeah.
accelerating.
Yes,
So,
they are
yep, prepare,
accelerating.
people, prepare.
Yeah, prepare. Prepare for anything, for natural disaster, alien invasion, robot takeover. We just have to be prepared. Be prepared for it all. So,
Oh,
in our journey to self-love, we are on index card number 10. This segment is almost over and I'm so sad. I think there's like 3 more in it. This one you're going to write on your index cards. I am confident. And with our love and connection, building a lasting relationship, you're going to sit in your chairs facing each other. You know that part. And then you're going to name 5 things you admire about your partner. And now we're going to turn it over to Auntie Marva for Career Corner. Did we lose Auntie Marva? I don't know where she went. Well, wait.
maybe while we wait for her, do you still have that list available of the general prepping supplies that families and individuals might need in the
Sure.
event of a zombie apocalypse or any other
Yeah.
number of things?
Or any other number of things. Yes. But
Yeah,
this list isn't gonna help in a robot in a
zombie
robot
apocalypse.
takeover. Nope.
Oh, the robot one.
Yeah, the
Well,
robot one.
if you have iodine, because they're generally maybe made of metal, that could help with that kind of wound. I don't know. Water could short circuit them if you have enough water. Save some for later.
Yes, if we have enough
Yeah,
water.
I don't know. We
Yeah.
got to be creative with our preps.
Yes, we do. We do. I don't know what supplies we're gonna need for an alien takeover, but but basically for your disaster kit, you want water, 1 gallon per person per day for several days for drinking and sanitation. You want non-perishable food. You want a battery or hand crank radio, a flashlight. I would say even not just one flashlight. I would have several flashlights, a first aid kit, extra batteries, a whistle, a dust mask, and you want the ones that help filter contaminated air, like the ones that I think they're the ones that the painters wear, the ones that have like the 2 little, I don't know what you call that, moist tile,ettes, plastic sheeting and duct tape, a manual can opener, local maps, a cell phone with chargers and a backup battery, and your paperwork. Okay, Auntie Marva is back. Okay, Auntie Marva,
Okay.
we're ready for you to do career corner.
Okay. Let me pull it up. I'm sorry. I had a call came in. We had an emergency yesterday, so they were calling back to check and see if everything was okay. Mm.
Uh, I hope everything's okay.
Everything is well. I still be looking for opportunities that keeps folks house
Okay,
per
for
se.
remote. Okay.
Yes, remote opportunities, and it's just because we a lot of the companies and stuff are shutting down, and they're trying to figure out ways to kill some of their overhead, right?
Right.
So that is always my focus. Most of the opportunities that I find are usually sales when it comes to that, and or there are some tech opportunities. So if you're into say cybersecurity, we have some opportunities with. First, let me back up. The sales opportunities. There is they're looking for sales managers with Legend Paint protection film, regional sales managers, and this is on your side, Auntie, Denver, Colorado. But the company is based out of Denver, Colorado, but the position is remote, and the requirements, they are looking for someone with obviously some sales and business development skills, the ability to build and maintain the client relationships, excellent communication and negotiation skills, and to be able to work independently and remotely. You do have to track your your achievements, and you there is someone that you report to. The other locations include Utah, Wyoming, and New Mexico. So most of these are on the West Coast. These locations they're based out of, but the positions themselves are remote. And again, the name of the company is Legend Paint Protection Film. I will. They just posted this opportunity 1 week ago. It is full time, and it is available right now. I don't have any information on how much the position pays, but I'm sure you can find out that information after you do some digging. You can find this opportunity either on LinkedIn, the company on LinkedIn, or you can go straight to their company website, uh, Legend Paint Protection Film. And the headquarters is based out of Colorado. Another, the other that I spoke on, I said cybersecurity. This company is called One Technology. It is remote. This one requires some expertise. So you have to be knowledgeable as security architectural design, meaning that you're building these cybersecurity and information technology. But you have to have some experience in building and developing these softwares and these walls for security in the cyber world. And the experiences is requires you will be implementing security strategies, policies, and controls to manage risk and ensure compliance. And the reason why I chose this opportunity is because a lot of people are taking up tech, are involving themselves and making sure they're teaching themselves tech backgrounds, certifications, and knowledge, because the world is going in that direction anyway. So I figured I would focus on this one, and more opportunities like this. This particular opportunity is full time. It is remote, for a cybersecurity architect. It requires the day to day tasks related to security architect design. As I said, network security, cybersecurity, information technology, and you will be answering to a higher call as well. This does have a great pay. It says it's starting out $200,000 a year, but you must show and prove some background experience. But there are some that are less. That requires less requirement. However, a lot of people have been doing this from the jump, so a lot of them do have those 3 and 4 years of requirement under their belt already. You can find this opportunity on LinkedIn, or you can go directly to the company site, One Technology. This opportunity was posted 5 days ago, and they have the position is still available.
Now
And
edit it out.
so again, that the company is One Technology. You can go to their website and find the opportunity in their careers tab, or you can go to their profile page on LinkedIn. Back to you
Okay.
guys.
Perfect. Now we're going to move in.
Wait. I also have
Okay.
another something to add to that. So I encourage everyone that they should be taking and learning some type of technology course or certification online Reason being, as a lot of the world as we see it is going in that direction. As we were talking about earlier about do we want aliens or robots? I do, and have been teaching myself how to code. I've been teaching myself SQL, as well as I've been teaching myself cybersecurity, because I don't want to be left behind. And a lot of the opportunities are available. There are a lot of opportunities available in the tech world. One, two, they pay great. They pay great. And these opportunities are everywhere. So
Right.
yes, I would suggest you take some type of course. You can go to your local college or university. They offer certifications. You can look online. There are all of the colleges and universities offer online opportunities to sign up for the courses, and there are a lot of free opportunities as well. And you can go to LinkedIn Learning. LinkedIn Learning it used to be called lynda.com. Lynda.com teaches had at the time when I was in school, this was in 2013, 2014, there was the hundreds, there were thousands, literally almost 3,000, I'm sorry, 9,000 softwares at that time that they would teach. And they would teach it to from a level of, you don't know absolutely anything about the software, starting from ground zero, from scratch. They would teach this software. Now, we are it was purchased by LinkedIn, and it is called LinkedIn Learning. And you can try some free you can try it out for free and then go into the paid prescription. Another one is Microsoft Learn. Microsoft Learn, all of their courses are 100% free. You only have to pay for the certifications. um
Okay.
I just prefer LinkedIn Learning, because LinkedIn Learning, the way they teach, it is so elementary, and it is broken down to a way that you can't, like, children, obviously children can learn because they learn better and absorb quicker than we can. So I'm gonna take that back. An elderly person can do it, because they teach it from a point, and so they break it down very small, and each course may be like 2 minutes, and they give you small increments of information, but very thorough for you to be able to receive the information. So and again, but also Microsoft Learn, the advantage to that is all of the courses are free, but they are very, very elongated, and they've stretched it out very, very long, and then so it takes some time to get through the course, but then you just pay for the certification to receive your
Yeah.
certification.
Yeah,
But that,
I've taken some courses on LinkedIn, and yeah, they are very good, and you get through them very quickly. I've also have been taking some free courses through the Tech Academy. They have a meetup page where you can learn a basic coding. So I've learned Python, Java, and I can't remember what the other one is. But yeah, we learned how to make a game. One of the games was tic tac toe, and I want to say it was I want to say it was in Python. But yeah, so but thank you, Auntie Marva. Now we're going to go into open topics. The first one is, what is a food combination people eat that you just can't get behind? For example, dipping French fries in Frosties. So,
you tripping if you is tripping. What you mean you can't get behind that?
well,
French
that
fries
that
and what?
was that was the example they gave. I didn't give that example. Dipping French fries in Frosties. I didn't give
Oh,
that example. That was them. Don't
hmm.
Mine is grilled cheese with pickles. People think that is like the weirdest thing, but
That is
it
it.
is so good.
It sure is, especially a good buttery grilled cheese with some pickle. But I put pickles on everything, so, and
Yeah.
olives. I'm a olive. I
Ugh.
love because they're good and salty, and I love me a good old crispy pickle. I get a pickle out the refrigerator, eat it raw. Hey, I'm sorry, I just, my bad.
Yeah, nope, you're good.
I was
But
bringing
the olives, no. I don't eat no. I don't eat anybody's olives.
I agree with the pickles. And matter of fact, I just seen one that I'm gonna try. which I'm supposed to have this, but I'm gonna get a small pickles and Dr. Pepper. I can't wait.
Wait, what?
Mm-hmm.
Ew.
I
Okay,
love pickles.
Made that
first
look
off,
appealing to you. Pickles and
yeah.
Dr. Pepper.
I've been seeing some of the coolest things out here to do with pickles. But if you know me, I love strange type food, so I'm that
But
person anyways.
okay, but Dr. Pepper, I
Yep.
mean, I haven't had
Sweet
a
and
pop.
salty.
I haven't had a pop since I was 25, so that the whole pop thing just turns me off anyway. But I feel sorry for the pickle.
Okay, if y'all want to laugh, segue to a joke. Look up Hannibal Buress. He's a comedian, and his Dr. Pepper joke on how he imagines Dr. Pepper came to be. Just look
Okay.
that up. Hannibal Buress and Dr. Pepper joke.
Okay.
It's hilarious.
All right. So, Auntie Janisha, what
I
is
would
your
say pickles, and I don't really like vinegar on my stuff. I will eat a pickle by itself, and the same with raisins. I will eat raisins by themselves, but do not put raisins in anything of mine. I don't want raisin bread, raisin oatmeal. I don't know where they get the potato salad from. I've never seen it before. I think it's a joke. I hope it's a joke.
I
But
hope it's a
anyway,
joke.
I
No,
don't want that.
they eat it.
No, don't bust my bubble. I don't want to know that it's real.
They definitely do.
Uh, okay. So, well,
Bubble
I don't want
busted.
raisins in anything. Give them to me in my little red box or some of the off-brand, but not enough, nothing. And my pickles the same way. If which when I order my burger, if I order a burger, I will not tell them to hold the pickle. I will open it, take the pickles off, eat them, and then eat my burger. Because there's something about pickle juice now, that little bit of something, but I don't want the whole
Mhm.
thing. Oh, Hannibal Buress has
Mm.
a joke about that too, about his roommate throwing out his pickle juice, and he threw the roommate. You gotta look him up. He's just funny. I'm
Okay.
about
I
pickle
have to look
juice
them
and
up.
Hannibal Buress.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, one more. I'm
okay, but
sorry.
we
Um,
no, because you
the
all said something that dealt with pickles, but
I
what
know that's
about
why I
what
had another one. I love butter slathered on everything, but it seems weird to me this fried butter, deep fried butter thing that they have at the fairs and stuff. I've
Yeah,
never
that's
had that, and I don't want anything to. It just sounds to me.
wait,
Deep
deep
fried
fried
butter.
but when you deep fry it, doesn't it melt? I mean, how does it stay?
they
Auntie
fry ice
Marva's saying
cream.
no.
They fry ice cream. They fry all kinds of cold stuff, and it's like because it's like a flash fry. They batter it, and it kind of like the outing seals, and then the inside is still firm. They just can't leave it in there for too long.
Okay.
Stop messing with my butter.
But why would you want to deep fry butter? I don't
Cause
get
people
that.
is fat. That's just this fat.
'Cause-
People is fat.
Okay.
and ooh, I love my fat stuff, but that's just
Okay. I
too
mean, I
much.
could feel my arteries clogging just thinking about it. I'm gonna stop thinking about it.
Well, I have to
Weird.
disagree with them raisins because if you get you a peanut butter sandwich and cut down some bananas and put
Mm,
raisins on them, or raisins, peanut butter, and celery,
Okay, Elvis
no,
Presley.
no, that's too
or
much.
the or the raisin bread on the grilled cheese. I'm just saying that there's some amazing things you could do with some
No,
raisins.
no,
I have to in
Mm-mm.
no.
the pickles because I've been trying to get whole, but nobody won't let me to it because of my condition and stuff. But I'm gonna sneak off. I want to bite one of those pickle candies. I want to bite one.
There's a
They
pickle
just look
candy.
so delicious.
A pickle candy?
They take it, and you know how you make the syrup, the sugar, yeah, butter and water, and you get it to a temperature,
Right.
and you stick a pickle down in it and coat it. Or they've been doing the Jolly Ranchers with it, or different candies. You know,
Wow.
you just melt it down and wrap it up in the pickle. Yes, baby, I can't wait to get my hands on one. Haven't had it
Mm-mm.
yet, but I am
No.
going to sneak it in my diet. Just one bite, one bite.
One bite.
Mm-mm.
Mm.
No.
You know what else is weird? People that all right, I won't say you people that do this, but it's weird to put ice in your milk. What is that?
Now,
Marva.
me.
I don't want anything floating in
Don't
milk. I
come
don't drink glasses of milk anymore, but I don't want anything floating in it. You already can't see
back
through
in
it.
the
It's just
day.
weird.
So back in the day, I would only put the ice in my glass and drink my milk like that because it's freezing cold and it's amazing. But now, somebody said try it cold. And so I tried it cold. At first, I couldn't get past it being in my cereal. Why? I don't know. Because I was already drinking it in the cup with the ice. I don't know. But I would put the bowl of milk in the freezer and it got icy, icy cold. And I discovered that it kept my. I love crunchy cereal. I don't like soggy cereal. One of my favorite cereals is Raisin Bran. We all know what Raisin Bran do.
Oh,
So
Yeah.
I realized with it being icy like that, it slowed up the process of my Raisin Bran getting soggy. So I'm like, what? So then one day I was rushing. I started eating my cereal like that, and I could never go back to not eating super duper cold cereal. So one day I was rushing, and I was like, oh, all right, let me go ahead and put the ice in here because they say it's the same thing. And baby, it was better. It was better. So now when I
Mm.
make a bowl of cereal, literally the bowl will be so full of ice.
There's
I'll
no
be
room for the
I be
cereal.
eating I be eating cereal and milk with my ice.
Disrespect with ice, but I agree because I like the pink milk with ice. Yes, Lord. Which I haven't had it in freaking forever, but you're making me want to go get it now. But
Yes,
yeah, make
yes.
some nice pink milk, put some ice in it. Yes, Lord.
To all my
Where
the
cereal and
Nestle's
ice
quick.
people, we unite. Yes,
Yes.
I was gonna say, where do you get pink milk?
yes,
Nestle
that's,
Quick,
that's the quick.
strawberry.
Oh, okay.
She said, "Where do you get pink milk?" And she started acting brand new now.
I'm just I'm just wondering where you get pink milk from. I'm like,
But you can't
I've seen chocolate milk, I've seen
you can't
vanilla
forget
milk.
like bacon and oatmeal.
I mean, that's just sweet.
Bacon and oatmeal. Yes, that's
Yeah,
so delicious. There's a lot of things should
absolutely.
Bacon,
go in it, and people frown on it. I love stuff like that.
bacon and oatmeal.
Yes,
It's the sugar salt thing.
Hmm.
she loves sweet and salty.
Yep.
Mm,
I can do it all day.
Yeah.
okay.
I'm a sweet and salty person too, but I can't just eat anything sweet and salty because I don't
Yeah.
know. I'm fat, but I'm a picky fat person. Oh wait, you
If you could meet any author, who would it be and why?
if I could be an author, who would
No,
it be?
if you could meet
Oh,
any author, meet. She said, if I could be. Auntie Janisha, do you have an author you would like to meet?
Yeah.
You're breaking. You're sounding like you're underwater. I think you're stuck. We just lost Auntie Janisha. Auntie Michelle.
Yeah, Stephen King to see what's wrong with his mental, but yeah, I just
She said Stephen King.
my dog be on one, but I mean it'd be fantastic work. I'm not. He's a great author, great director. I mean he's great, but I want to know how do you get so dark in so many? How do you get that dark?
I like it.
Where do yeah, I like it too, but I want to
Oh,
figure out where is this coming from? I just want to know. Like just give me the formula. How do you get that dark? But I like his work. I love his work.
Yeah, you can have.
Yeah, he is addictive. It's hey,
Mm-mm, I can't do Stephen King. I like sleeping at night. Auntie Marva.
I don't know because I'm a reader and I have so many. I don't know how to narrow that down.
For me, it would be J.R. Ward because she writes my favorite vampire series. I would just love to sit down and chat with her so we could talk about. I love how she writes about the because I like my vampires unique, and of all of the vampire books I've read, she has my favorite. So
Yeah, I don't
okay,
know.
welcome back, Auntie Janisha. Go ahead, Auntie Marva. Which
I don't know how
author?
to break it down.
You don't know how to break it down? Okay. Oh, Auntie Janisha is buffering. We have to wait for her to not buffer. Well, so Auntie Marva, who
Yes, ma'am.
of all of the authors that you have read, who have you read the most and why?
Oh man. I don't know. I want to say I'm a reader, right? So I've never ever had a favorite author, never, even as a kid, because I'm a reader. So I don't
Right.
know. This is a hard one for me.
Okay, so of all of the books that you've read, which is there anyone that you resonated with so much that you wanted to meet the author?
Fly Girl was a turning point for me because, and I was already a full on adult when I read it, but it reminded me of maybe a lifestyle that possibly it reminded me of the lifestyle that possibly someone in the 90s may have had, right? um
Right.
and that was so intriguing to me. It was like, ooh, and it was nostalgic, but I knew for a fact it was not my life. It wasn't my life.
Okay.
Because I used to be early on, I would only read like I was a nerd. Don't judge me, but I love like documentary style book
Mhm.
or like educational style book.
Yeah.
But I read Fly Girl. Maybe I had to be like 22, 21, something like that. And I was like, whoa. But I think it was the nostalgia that made me enjoy it so much because he referenced so many things that I remember about Poochie and Tinkerbell, Janisha.
Okay.
So, and I read all of the whole Fly Girl series. I just like I went through the whole thing, and I was reading them so quick and so fast. I think I was reading like a book a day.
Okay. Okay. So the next one. What's the most embarrassing song on your phone right now? Auntie Michelle?
The most embarrassing what?
Song.
Mm. Oh, what is this? It's a country song, and it's "Go F Yourself." And I can't play it around people because bro be going in. But I don't got too much embarrassing songs. He's just a funny country singer. But what's my dude name? I can't know. I think it's Jason. One second, yeah, Mr. Jason. I have to give him a shout out. I love his music going down the road. Some days I just be in that type of energy. It feels me. But yeah, it's a he ain't somebody what you want to play anywhere. You kind of monitor his stuff because dog be going in. What's the name? What's my dude name? My dude name. Hello.
I'm here.
I'm still in. Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's been dropping me left and right here today. I don't know
Yeah.
why. Well, and go to Marvel. I'll come back in and tell y'all his name so you can check out some of his
Okay.
music, Auntie, on the Lolo.
Wait,
Okay.
what was the
Okay,
question
Auntie
about
Marvel.
country music?
No, not country music. What's the most embarrassing song on your phone right now?
Ooh, anything by Marcy White. Don't know. Marcy White is a rapper.
She's a rapper and what? You're
Connected to the car, so I had to separate it real quick. Um,
okay.
Marcy White is a rapper out of Florida, and she raps the good old, ratchet rap that most people tend to don't like. But she also has a '90s delivery, like an old school '90s delivery, like the good rapping that we prefer, right?
Right.
So I'm torn because we like a good ratchet song every now and then, but I love old school bars and old school deliveries and things of that nature. So I listen to Marcy White, and she will
Oh,
talk
okay.
about your mama. She'll talk about your daddy. She'll talk about your kids, and it's a very as bad as it is. It's comical. Everything is very comic. It's a very comical point of view, and the punchlines are hilarious, but in the worst, explicit, most raunchy delivery and tone that you could think of. But it's so bad that y'all know I work in education. But the education I work in is entertainment based. So a lot of my colleagues, they we support each other's work. They crack up, and again, most of them are white. They be cracking up, y'all. They be cracking up because it's funny,
Okay.
but it's so inappropriate.
Okay. Okay. So
So yeah,
that
I want to go on after because this guy went off to the throw out there. If you know, you know, Mr. Willer Walker Jr. And he is country style of what she just described. This man have me die laughing when I just need a day of saying F it, period.
yeah.
Oh my gosh, my dog be going in. He don't care about your mama, sister, your ex, that job, all that. Yeah, he'll get you back up out there like, yeah, period. And don't worry about just ugly, period.
Okay. Mine is Darling Nikki by Prince from Purple Rain. That's mine.
There will be no Prince slander here today or ever.
Exactly.
No, we're not
Exactly.
slandering. We're not slandering. We're just saying. I'm just saying that's my song. That's my most embarrassing song on my phone right now. Okay, we lost Auntie Janisha. What's the most random fact you know?
I was
Who
trying to
wants to
take
go?
the microphone off. I
Uh,
was it was listen. Okay, one more again.
what's the most random fact you know? Yes.
Random
So like
fact.
yeah, so like the most random fact I know is that antifreeze doesn't have a taste and it mimics the flu.
Um,
You sound like a serial killer, but yeah, go ahead. Mm-hmm.
I learned
Mm-mm.
it from watching the ID channel.
Me too. That's why you sound like a serial killer right now. Mm-mm.
I gotta tell you something about that, but we'll wait till after until after you guys say yours.
Exactly how I found that out.
So what's your most random fact that you know, Auntie Michelle?
From so many.
yeah, I'm trying to figure out how do you narrow that down. What what topic? Um,
Just pick any one. Just name the first thing that comes to your mind.
Oh, it still
Okay.
amazes me how a elephant can remember the memory of an elephant is the strongest of any other mammal or actually any existence on earth. Like the elephants are we. Yeah, they are not to be played with. They remind me of Scorpios. They remember everything. And they don't
Remind
I
me of
they don't
Scorpio.
forgive anything because I'm still stuck on that elephant what went over in India, and that lady killed the mother or the baby years prior to this elephant going and killing her, and then crashing her funeral, and then going to her house and killed up some of her animals and destroyed the whole house. That right there is just yeah, yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so yeah, I would have to throw the elephant out there. They are some amazing animals.
I have my random fact.
Okay, go ahead.
When you are flying internationally, and some people may know this, but a lot of people be sleep on them planes, so a lot of people don't know this. But when you're flying internationally and you are crossing certain time zones, doesn't happen with all the time zones, obviously, because we inside of our country, and when you fly from one side of the country to the other side of the country, this don't happen. But when you're flying internationally and you cross into a time zone, the sky changes from night to dark within a matter of minutes.
Huh.
So you could be
I
looking
didn't
out,
even know that.
and it will be crystal blue like this, and in a few minutes you'll see the sky say to dark in a matter of like
Wow.
1 to 2 minutes.
Wow. That is interesting.
I got
That
one more
is
for you.
go ahead.
A well penis can get up to 8 to 9 feet. I just think that's
What is wrong with you?
Wait,
what
wait
it's
what?
a good fact. It's a good fact, bro. That is a good fact check. I'm just saying. What? So tell me, you don't find that quite interesting,
It
right?
is, but why?
See, exactly.
Okay, Leave it to the
The
Aquarius.
largest of the animal kingdom, bro. That is a good fact. A lot of people don't know that. That is the largest of the animal kingdom. I mean, that's the
Okay.
world, period. The whale is winning. The whale is
Okay.
winning, period.
Okay. Well, I didn't need to know that about whales, but
Me,
okay. Of all the things you could have said about whales.
Oh, they the largest. I mean, we already know they the largest. But you ain't never think about, if they the largest, how do they mate? And what's the size?
Yeah, I don't be thinking about that.
I love watching I love watching Animal Channel. That's one of my things. That's addictive to me. So hey,
Oh,
if
oh
somebody
my
just
gosh.
let me have a candy pickle while I'm watching it, I'd be straight over here. But it's selfish.
Oh, oh my goodness. Oh, okay. So back to my random fact. So my ex and I we were watching a show and this Theraflu commercial came on and the announcer was like, so if you have these symptoms, you may have the flu. And then I said, or you could have antifreeze poisoning. And he just looked at me and he was like, what? I was like,
Mm.
antifreeze poisoning mimics the flu. And he was like, how do you know that? I'm like, you're a mechanic. How do you not know that? He's like, because I'm not drinking it.
Absolutely. It's one of the it's one of the hardest ones to detect. Yes, Lord. Well,
I
probably
was
not
like,
now, but years ago, because a lot of serial killers in the back in the days, that was they go to. That was they go to. I mean, there was one lady, she knocked off all her husbands and a child. And it was about like seven
Lord is
husbands.
Lord.
Oh, and
This
she
one
knocked
is
off
what
a mother law. I think it was like six husbands, her oldest daughter, and she was getting ready to knock off her new boyfriend. She was in some antifreeze. She was gonna take him up through there. I was like, Mama, oh shoot. But yeah. That's why I say that's that serial killer thinking like antifreeze, boy.
no serial killer thinking. Okay, next one. Would you prefer talking on the phone or texting?
Talking on the phone. I really don't care to text.
Yeah, we're not. Yeah, the same. We're not having a conversation through text. If it's more than a couple of quick sentences, then we gotta get on the phone. So yeah, Auntie Marva,
yes, ma'am.
do you prefer talking on the phone or texting?
I can do either or.
Oh, you're one of
I can talk
those.
on the phone and I can text. But when I'm texting, I do talk to text anyway.
Yeah, I do too. That's why I always and sometimes I forget to proofread. And then I just hit send and then I read it back and I'm like, oh, that's
I,
not what I meant to say.
I have to reread because I use it a lot too with in my professional world.
Right.
So yeah, I have to reread, and I do. I do. I love to swipe. I love to swipe.
Okay. That's funny. Okay. So, well, ladies, we are at the end of another episode.
I forgot to announce this little thing behind me that be testing my patience on every corner. I am a
Oh, what's
mommy,
that?
guys. I am a
You're
mommy.
you're a
I
mommy?
Yes, I adopted my godson. He is one. His birthday is July 5th, the same birthday of um, Auntie Janisha's oldest daughter. And so he's one, but he'll be 32 on July 5th. And
He's
he's
one
currently
going on
upset
32.
right now. He's currently upset right now because he wants a nap.
Oh, well, why aren't you giving him a nap?
Well, we're riding in the truck right now, so he should be going to sleep momentarily.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, congratulations on the adoption.
Why, thank
Yes,
you very much.
congratulations. I'm a new auntie.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Well, it's always sad when we come to the end, but we thank everyone for listening and supporting. And if you've been with us from the beginning, we really appreciate and love you all. Until next month, namaste. Sending you love and light. Be safe. Are you guys going to say goodbye?
I was on mute, but goodbye.
See you later.